Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer. In this episode, we hope to basically kick the shit out of Marienburg here. We still do have to end our turn. We're on the verge of bankruptcy. I'm quite aware of that. Between the raiding and the upgrades we've made to our cities, we should have enough to improve our economy. That's the hope here. Ended their non-aggression pact, that's fine. There's no need to replenish it because they're quite far away. Hostile hero activity. Albeit the Scar, the enemy Empire captain belonging to Marienburg has failed in the attempt to assassinate us. Right. That's kind of annoying on their behalf. We will have to deal with him. As for Karlberg here, that is a lot of guys. I think we want just to set them to raiding stance here.
Onwards.
Set them up right about there. We'll upset them. Oh, hang on. That's Karlberg now.
To the provinces.
Screw this place. Let's
Step to it.
move on towards their cities. I didn't even realize that they had taken that back, but I guess that's good for us. Their armies are nowhere to be seen. The garrison here isn't that strong. Something we can easily take out. Let's go take it out.
I am the supreme patriarch.
Alright, so they do have walls, so we will need to actually use siege equipment here. So this will be the first time we've actually used it in this campaign. Alright, on guard. Oh, cool. So we get siege points or labor force, as you can see here. Each of those are going to take 2 turns to complete. 5 turns? That's going to take a while. I'm wary about having the army sit around here for that long, but I think we'll do that. Maybe. I don't think that the battering ram will be that useful. Yes, it will. Of course it's going to be useful. We'll keep it there. If we're having to sit around there for that long anyway, I think it would be best to make sure we're well prepared. That is almost done. Definitely would be good to get this now, just to get more money from that. Anyway, where were we? So, right, so we're only making 35 ducats a month, which is pretty pathetic to be completely honest. We'll just have to end our turn and hope to continue raiding and whatnot. Look like they are like trying to assassinate my leaders. Military access with these guys? Absolutely. These guys are our friend and I'm more than happy to keep it that way. Natural resources are abundant in this place. Capture it and its riches would be yours. Alright, so again they've tried to assassinate our leaders here, which is really annoying. So, ownership of nearby settlements. Access. Okay, so is there any way for us to tell what kind of resource that they have there? Ah, salt. That would be perfect for me. I definitely need more salt in my life. That's something I'm looking forward to a great deal. We'll get this just to improve our monetary situation. And we will continue to move our army forward. We will put them to the march stance just to get them all the way up to that city as quick as possible. Nice big march there, that's good. That's what I like to see. There also is this settlement here which we could recolonize. Unfortunately it is part of a different region. Whereas all this here, also look, Marienburg and Gorsel, so that's part of one region, so that would be good to take out. That's all Midden lands. We don't know where Middenheim is. I assume it'd have to be somewhere around there. Is that lava boiling out? I don't think so. I don't think it is. I was worried that the chaos had already made their way down here, but I think that would be just a bit too far. Even for me. But I assume Karlberg here, or Middenland, is actually, yeah, they're also at war with Middenberg, so we should definitely work towards maybe improving relations with them.
But my time is short.
There's not much we can really do at the moment. I was kind of hoping that our relation would be improved. Yeah, so because we're attacking them a lot, they actually do approve of us. They rejected the offer. There was a chance that they accepted it, but it was unlikely. Empire provinces. Right, so this is all part of the Empire provinces, supposedly. But even we're actually marching on the Bretonian kingdoms, which is fine. I don't think it really matters too much. In terms of objectives, we've just got that quest and to pacify Altdorf, which will just come slowly. Or should I say passively? Because like that's a terrible joke. Anyway, we're still putting this siege equipment at this place. Am I correct?
No peace.
Still 4 more turns.
I shall be victorious.
Here's a creepy voice. And we'll end our turn there. I'm not quite sure the strength of these guys' armies here. It looks like, so he'll give me 1,000 ducats for a peace treaty. Tempting. But if they're offering me that, then I don't think they've got a strong enough army. As I say that, fuck me. He's rank 11? And he's got good... Oh. Man. Alright. See if we can retreat. Can't retreat. Okay. I should have taken the 1,000 ducats. This is not going to be an easy fight. At the very least, we will beat up their army a bunch, and then Mid and Land should be able to clean them up, do a bunch of damage, and then we should be able to take Marienburg easily enough. The walls are scary. I haven't done that kind of siege battle yet in this game. And we only saw one through the pre-release footage, which was the Vampire Lords, so I'm curious to see how that will work out for us. We do have our very strong military leader here, so I'm hoping he'll be able to do well, although their leader is also rank 11, and 10 of those were in their personal character skill, so he's probably going to have a lot of military traits there, so it's going to be tough to deal with as well, not to mention the sheer amount of units that they have. I do not expect us to win this, not in the slightest, but we will try and inflict as much damage as possible as it goes. Set them up there, and we'll get our spearmen. We can put them in control group 2 and set them up there. Right, start the battle. They're over there. I want to say we wait for them to come to us, but they do, as you can see from the tooltip to the side, that they do have artillery, they do have a lot of range units. Maybe we just, let's march into the forest here. See if we can maybe ambush them through there. Maybe do a good bit of damage before they get to us, although they've probably also got a lot of units in there as well. That's something to keep in mind. We can send... Yeah, see, they're already firing at us. Which is really, really concerning. And... Wow, that's a really big hit. Alright, we've uncovered people. Right, so this isn't going to be an easy battle. Let's get our spearmen. Is that missile cavalry? Yes, it is. We need to move those units up there to help out our leader here. So we can do that. Just to help defend him a little bit. His spearmen can go engage their infantry. And we still do need to protect our archers as well. That's something to keep in mind. Alright, so let's use that. Yeah, there's a lot of fire here. It's not easy to tell what's going on because of the forest. I actually do enjoy that. Enjoy having that there. Our units are being decimated. We couldn't really retreat too much further here. because we're out of movement points, so our goal is just to do as much damage as possible. The artillery is firing on our archers, so we will move them back just a little bit. Maybe put them out of the range of the artillery. Our units are fleeing pretty heavily here. I mean, I did not expect us to win this. I really should have taken that 1,000 ducats. The artillery missed. These archers will get a lot of damage in at least. That's something, but it's not worth too much, to be completely honest. Let's grab all these guys together. Just put them into one control group. Right, never mind. That's our leader there. Right, so pretty devastating loss. They have a lot of units here. It seems like the AI is good at. He generally puts all his armies together as opposed to splitting them up and having two stronger armies like I have been doing, which I think is perfectly fine strategy. Oh, that's their general. Let's see if we can take him out. I seriously doubt we'll be able to, but it's definitely worth a shot. As for where our leader is, he's way deep in enemy lines. You can do that and, nope, never mind, he's fleeing anyway. Shameful display, yep, so we've all lost. That's kind of unfortunate. We really are jumping into these battles, or these wars, pretty heavily, but we did need to make money. And that was unfortunately the best way we could do it. We lost a lot of units there. They had a lot of range, yeah, they just had more of everything, so we never could win that. Not even with a good amount of strategy, I don't think so. If we had cavalry, then maybe, but even still, they had a lot of just melee units, so cavalry would have only done so much. Classic, blood for the blood god, milk for the cornflakes. All very important quotes. It should be taught in schools, at primary level at least. Anyway, so that was a loss. Didn't expect anything else. Did we just lose that whole army? I believe we did. Because it looks like our character just fell over. We lost that whole army. Fuck me. That's not good. So, do we pull back from Marienburg? We managed to beat up their army pretty good, so they will have to recover, and maybe in that time we can take over Marienburg. But I'm not sure. So we lost them. War fervor would be good. Plunder, also good. Leadership, I do want the leadership. Okay, so now we're making a lot of money again. I wonder why that is. So while we're here, let's just upgrade the amount of income we can get. Can't do any of that at the moment. That used up all of our money.
I am the supreme patriarch.
How many more turns? 2 more turns until we can do that. Hopefully these guys don't attack us then. If they do, we're going to be in a pickle, but I'm really just sort of hoping that they don't. We can also attack without the I'm going to take this. I don't trust myself to beat them, so I'm not going to try. Simple of that. Winds of Magic have changed. Greenskins versus the bloody... Oh, they're now in a confederation. Let's get our guy out of there. Bit of a disappointing end to that war, but I think it was necessary. Just set up an ambush there. We do want to upgrade our income. Let's get rid of the Winds of Magic there. How much income does this give me? Not that much. We definitely want to go for something else that gives us more income. That just gives us growth. Grunberg, we don't need to worry about that. Let's just get more income. Public order, and there's income generated, so we'll work on that. Just keep getting more income. If you're well funded, then you can do anything. That's sort of my my logic for most of these Total War games. Okay, so with that done, let's recruit another lord. He's stupid. Interesting. Campaign line of sight could be good. Charismatic. That's also pretty good. I think charismatic's the best one here. Campaign line of sight I think would be useful, but I'm not sure how good plus 5% is. I can't imagine it's too great at the moment. So we'll recruit him, and we'll work on getting him an army. And we can get the missile cavalry, which we will do. They're going to be expensive. I can guarantee you that. Very expensive. Are they? Did I read that right? 141 upkeep? Maybe we don't get that. Maybe we work on doing something else first. I think that's probably a smarter idea. Get the income going, and then we can work on getting a nice big army together. And to be honest, we'll probably just put the big army together with our Balthazar to the west. Just have one bigger army as opposed to smaller ones that can get caught out. The Greenskins have appeared. Right. That is a big army. Something for me to be worried about. They've come from the south, they're attacking Wizenland here. I mean, I can't really defend against that. It's a pretty strong army.
I am the supreme patriarch.
Let's go set the stance to march. And getting around through here is actually pretty annoying. There's no quick way between Ilhart and Altdorf, so it'd be good to get Karabberg, but we don't want to fight those guys just yet.
Follow me. Step to it.
Okay, so you can do that. We can do other stuff while we wait. And let's just keep working on getting more buildings. That will, with that. That's just for growth. We don't really want growth. Growth is good, don't get me wrong, but I'm more focused on getting income. Although I suppose growth would help with that. Just as like a standard. So yeah, another thing about it. Getting growth is good as well. We've got money to spend, we might as well spend it. Very well. Continue to end turn. Build up a bit of a treasury. So attacking Marienburg wasn't the worst idea. Offensive alliance. I think that's a good idea. It'll give us more money. I don't think we're gonna attack them. We might have, to be completely honest, but I don't think so. So they've destroyed that. Might be a good idea to go do that quest. That's not a bad idea. It is not a bad idea at all. It would be good to get Nern there, or Nuln there, to get just basically a free settlement. Aside from that, Grunberg here, I'm a little worried about them attacking us here. These Greenskins could just like march on forever. The movement range. So we do have this guy here, who we can move around and potentially do diplomatic and spying actions with. I do want to test that out. I don't know if this guy can do it. We might need to get perhaps the heroes for that, but we can't do that at the moment. Just a lord, so we'll have to see. Our economy is looking a lot better, so we can probably
I am ready.
next turn we will work on getting cavalry for this guy and then go do that quest. There's a lot of Greenskin armies. That's kind of worrying. Looks like they've left. Thank God. But can we just like recolonize this?
What does the Emperor bid?
We'll set him just to a normal stance here.
Right.
Right click to colonize this settlement. We need, oh my god, we're 13 ducats short. That's really disappointing.
The Empire.
we can... Let's set these guys to encamp just for a minute. 2 cavalry. We should get enough back. Yeah, we'll get enough back to be able to colonize that settlement. We could probably even build something else, but I don't think there's any need to do that. We're about to get a bunch more money anyway from getting that mercantile fleet. So let's see, we're making 2167 and 208 from trade. Let's see how much that increases by. I think it was 5% for trading and 5% for any kind of naval stuff. So, looks like we're all starting to ally up around here. It could be because they're scared of me, but also because of the threat of the Greenskins and the vampire counts. That's something to keep in mind. Let's colonize this settlement.
Yes, a sound plan.
So we just get like a free settlement. It's pretty freaking dope. We can get that, and this is exactly what we want. They've all been upgraded. Let's just get a normal stance. Let's see if we can do this quest. Attacking the Empire. They do have a lot of strong, scary dudes, but I think we'll be able to take them out. Let's do it. I'm feeling confident in myself. We can take them out before their allies come in, potentially. Granted, they're only missile cavalry, but they should be able to do a lot of damage to their artillery. The rest of our guys here should just be able to hold them off. And yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Scary. I mean, if we lose this battle here, our armies are just going to be absolutely devastated. So it's kind of important that we win this. And this battle might go over time bounds. Probably will. I'll shut up for this cutscene. Actually, because it's only a small one, I probably won't. I can comment on it as I go, but I'll try to be quiet. Never mind. Okay, oh, holy crap, they're right there. That's their artillery right there. I can't say I was expecting this. Let's get this mortar, like, back there. Oh, he can't fire very far. Maybe we just set him up there? Yeah, there he can fire quite far. So he'll be on the flank. We're going to get all this cavalry here. They can be in control group 1. I'm going to set them up just there, because they're going to rush down that artillery. As for the rest of our guys, which are actually really hard to see within the forest, we will all get them together. Set them up on that flank there. We'll get the spearmen together. We can set them up, just form another line. And then we'll get our archers here. They can be set up right there. And they will just fire at will at whatever units are here. Our leader is there, so we'll put him just there. We'll start the battle, but we are just going to pause it straight away. Thorgrim's forces approach the meeting place. Stay calm and strike when the time is right. Okay. So we will turn a fire at will then. Does that mean they're firing at will? Okay, I'm pretty sure that means they're all not doing anything. Just to make sure, we'll do that. These guys actually we need to turn off toggle or fire at will as well. And we'll make sure they're all not doing anything and just do that. One, pause it and see how that plays out.
I am supreme.
Never mind, they fired anyway. Okay, well there goes that. What the fuck, why did they fire? Oh, this guy's still got fire will. Fuck's sake. That's kind of shitty. That's my bad. Yeah, fire will now. Go ahead. We've already exposed ourselves. That's really disappointing that I misclicked, or forgot to click something, so we didn't get to see the cool effect that was going to happen here. Instantly, we're just going to drop this right there, right in the middle of their forces. And as for the rest of our guys, they can all just fire at them. I think that's the right thing to do. These hellhounds are gonna go off. They're gonna... yeah, well, they do a lot of damage to those units. We'll just drop more Searing Doom on them right there. Man, it's really hard to understand what's going on with all the forest here. It's our cavalry here, they're just sort of firing at them. We need to kite them back, just because other infantry or spearmen here is coming to attack us. We can actually maybe just drop the hounds right there. I should help with the artillery. There we go. That's some good damage, that's what I like to see. These guys will turn on skirmish mode. Our leader, we can drop more Searing Doom. We can drop more Searing Doom. Again, it's really hard to see the units through all the forest. We can take them out. Jeez, what a nightmare. We do want to use our archers to just clean them up. Our artillery will be doing the same anyway. Winds of Magic is isn't going to be coming back really anytime soon. Do we want the hounds? It doesn't really say how much damage they do, but looks like their artillery is broken, so we'll do our best to break the last of their infantry, especially with their leader rounds here. With them broken, we'll refocus our archers on them, and this missile cavalry, they can keep hunting them down. We should hide to surprise them. That would have been not a bad idea, but unfortunately I've kind of fucked myself here, so... I think we do want to try and quickly reform here. They need to take out this guy though. So it'd be really good to have like a single target spell. That's definitely something I should have gotten, as opposed to the second level of this Golden Hounds. Just to deal with their special units such as this, because they're a real nuisance to deal with. Our archers, not going to be too much for them to fire at. These guys are still chasing them. What can they fire at? They can fire at that unit. Let's see if we can break him. We'll wait for the Winds of Magic to come back. Oh, there we go. There's an augment he can use here. I didn't even realize. That would be good. Granted, it wouldn't have helped us in this battle because thankfully we didn't miscast any of our spells, so thank God for that. Let's use our cavalry here to better effect than we are currently using them. Let's take out their leader there. This artillery is going to start working on... No, not them. They're going to be moving way too fast. Our outriders here, they can focus on their missile cavalry. And from there, we just got our archers to just keep bombarding them. There we go. Move him over there. Let's get our spearmen. They're over there. Hit that missile cavalry. It bugs me how little I can see here. Artillery is firing on them. It's exactly what we want. Our archers are doing good work as well. So, reform the line right there. Bring our infantry up to there. We can just have that unit continuously hunting them down. As for the rest of these outriders, we'll use just to poke and prod at their lines. Okay. Right. Let's get our infantry onto these units in here. How much do we need for that? 9. So we're going to use... As soon as we get the next tick of Winds of Magic back, There, keep poking them down. This unit here, poke at their backline. We'll use that so we don't miscast. We'll drop it right there in their big stack of units. It would have been good to use it on their leader, but that's fine. We should be able to take him out just fine. Dude, our Outriders attack their Outriders. And we'll just get basically all of our infantry units just to swarm Hans here. Our artillery is under attack. Yep. Let's get our Outriders to kill him. My poor artillery. Alright, I think we've got this. It's a very messy fight because it's really hard to tell what's going on. These are just missile cav. Get these guys to attack them. So the rest of our missile cav, they should be, yeah, they shot at him a bunch, so he's fine. He can sit there and start nuking them. These guys keep attacking Hans. Yeah, it'd be very nice to have something that would help take down a single unit. Because they're not hard to deal with, we can sort of just swarm them anyway. But definitely would be nice to get something else. These guys have used all their ammunition, so just hunt them down. Okay. I'm very used to having one as my control group for my swordsman. The fact that I've changed it for this battle means I keep getting mixed up and sending my Outriders to attack people, as opposed to my spearmen. These guys actually firing? I think they're just not firing again. Are they? It really doesn't seem like it. Let's use them to shoot someone else. Like those guys up there. As for the rest of their armies, it looks like they're all broken. Yep, there we go. That was a really messy battle. I won't deny that. Got a bunch of achievements. We got one before which I forgot to look at as well. But I assume that's all just for quests. Yeah, we lost quite a few there. They did a lot to us, especially the richer Wiseman guy here. He did a lot to us. It looks like our cavalry was used to good effect. Our range units got a lot of kills. Our leader here didn't do too much. He only got 3 kills, but I'm sure he did a lot of damage and morale damage, which is important. Anyway, so that's that. We'll end the episode pretty much straight away, unless there's some kind of cutscene or something for doing that quest. It's just that because this episode is already gone quite a bit longer than I would have liked it to. So, quest complete. We're definitely gonna... We could replenish our units, which isn't a bad idea. Gain a rank. We'll just get more leadership, which is never a bad thing. They're gonna replenish them anyway. Get a bunch of money. Yeah, it's only for one turn. Let's get a bunch of money. That's something that we've been struggling with this entire game, so... We've got an entertainer, so +2 public order for the local province, which is good. Quest successful. So we got this battle wizard now, which is awesome. Heroes has been enrolled in your service. We'll leave the episode there, and we'll continue it off next episode. So if you enjoyed the video, do all that shit. Anyway, you guys know the deal, and I'll see you guys next episode.